I am out here and it's time for me to trim back my black mulberry tree. So I wanted to do it with you guys so you can see how I'm getting ready to trim it back. I'm going to get rid of anything that's going in towards this main stem. And like a lot of different trees, other than your citrus trees, at least the ones where typically like this, it's bare, the leaves fall off during winter. They tend to bud. Let me see if I can find one to show you guys. They tend to bud at the very tips of each of the branches. Okay, so when you want it to bush out further, you need to cut it down. Okay, as you can see, it's very, very tall. All right, see how tall that is? That's got to be about 14 feet tall. It grew that tall in 1 year. I've only had it since last year, thanks to Sifting Some Soil, who sent me this black mulberry tree. You guys check her out. It's in a container. That's where it'll be. These type of trees bud from the very tips. See that right there? They bud from the tips, okay? So if you want it to bush out, you have to cut below that, wherever you see the nodes at. Like if I cut this off, this one is growing, if you can see, it's growing all the way up here. Where if I want this one to stop growing out and bush out further, I need to cut it back. I can cut it here and let this one continue to grow and let that one continue to grow. I can actually, here's one down here and there's actually one over here. So I could cut it back to here, which will force this to grow out and this to grow out. And that's how you get it bushier. So for this very tall one, I don't want it to be that tall. I don't want to need to have to get a ladder to get my fruit or anything. So I'm probably going to cut it down to probably about right here. You see how tall that is? So I'm going to cut all of that off and let it start branching out from there. Then I'm going to cut some of these inside ones out. Any that are growing towards the main stalk, like this one, it needs to come out. I need air. I need that circulation. So I don't need anything going towards the inside. It's a fairly young tree. It's still a young tree, so it shouldn't be that hard for me to cut. These should be the only cutters. These should be the only type cutters that I need. If I need something else, I'll grab it, but I don't think so. But I'm gonna cut this off right here. I'm gonna start because this one is obviously facing here. I don't want it to face there. Also, when you cut it off, now this one I'm just cutting off, all right? When you cut these off, you want to make sure you cut at an angle, okay? The reason you cut at an angle is because as it rains and water gets in it, it won't sit flat and cause disease. It'll literally drip off, okay? So that's one of the main reasons why we want to cut our branches at an angle, okay? Any that are crossed, these two are crossed. You see that? They're crossed right there. You see these two? They're crossing right here. So one of these needs to go. Okay, and since this one is closer on the inside, I'm actually going to cut it off. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that one. This one, this little bitty one, is heading towards the inside. So I'm gonna get that one. This major one here, this major one, where do I want to cut it at? Where do I want to cut it at? I'm thinking here, they grow so fast. This particular type of tree grows extremely fast. I don't want to cut it too small, but I think I'm going to go right about here. I think that's where I'm going to go at. It should grow a little bit shorter than that, actually. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go right here. Right here. Okay, got that cut off. And you see how I cut it at an angle? Always cut it at an angle. Now, these aren't going to go to waste. I'm putting these in some soil, okay? I'll show you that as well. Now I'm going to cut this one down just a little bit further too. I want it to be wider. I want it to start growing out that way. It's going to get taller anyway, but I need it to grow in the opposite direction. Okay? This one right here. We don't want anything that's that close. Although it's growing up, it's too close. I don't want anything that could touch my soil. From critters to animals. This one on this side is actually coming out of the very base of it. Okay, so I'm going to take that out as well. We don't want any of those lower ones down. That's too low. I'm going to cut some of these off on the inside here because we want as much air to circulate as possible. That's going to give it plenty of room to grow. Also too, now I'm not sure if this is absolutely necessary, but it's something I like to do. Once I cut it off, I like to go back and make sure I have a clean cut, as clean as possible, that's next to the bark. So right here, I'm just going to clip that off again on this side. Just to make it nice and as even to that regular bark as I can get it. That's probably a personal preference, but that's the way I like to do it. So now my mulberry bush is pretty much ready for next year. I also like to go in and top off some of the very dead end tips. If the tips are looking like that, where it's kind of dead, I just go ahead and cut that off, okay? I just cut that off on each one. Again, still at an angle. Make sure all your cuts are at an angle. Okay, so now my mulberry bush is cut down and it is ready for spring. It is ready to start producing this year. That's going to give it air. I don't have anything going around these smaller bushes. It's all clear in here for air circulation. It's in a good spot to get full sun. There's nothing going to be blocking it. It gets mostly morning sun, so to get the morning sun. And that's it. That is how you trim a mulberry tree or any tree that is made like that. So let's get these cuttings stuck into some soil right quick. This long one that I had here, I'm literally just going to cut it in half and put it on down in here. I'm not doing anything. You can use some rooting hormone if you want. That'll probably help it do faster. Honestly, I have so many and I'm gonna probably be trimming it back so much. I'm just gonna put these in here and whatever happens, happens. Okay, that's the way I'm looking at this, and we'll see if any of them take root. I didn't have any leaves on there because you're supposed to do your pruning. Most trees, not all, but most trees will take their pruning before spring at the end of winter, and that's where we are right now. So this long one I'm just going to cut in half. But when you stick it in the soil, make sure you have several of these nodes in the soil because that's what's going to take root. Okay, so we're just going to put these in here and see if we get any buds on any of them. And when you trim back your bushes, never let your cuttings go to waste. They may not come back, they may not grow, but you can surely try. Okay, and that's what I'm doing. So right now, just from that one, and I could have had more if I cut them even smaller, but I have, okay, I have 3, 6, I got 9. I have actually 10 in there, so that's great. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today here in my garden. I get a lot of people asking me, what am I wearing? Is this a brace? No, it is a weighted vest, okay? And I will link it down in the product description. But I will also be pruning back my blueberry bushes, my raspberry bush, and I had a subscriber that wanted to know how am I going to cut down my asparagus. So make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is on so you won't miss those. I'm Pam, this is Zone 8A, and anywhere you can sit a pot, you can grow a plant.